up, everybody? It's been a little minute, right? But I'm here. I'm here, everybody. Um, I'm going to talk to you guys today about um, renting properties in Jamaica and my experience and just, what I learned. And hopefully it can help somebody. And as always, if you guys have any further questions, the comments below, and I will definitely um, hook y'all up. I got my notes here, so excuse me because I don't want to miss anything. Um, but yeah, so I'm gonna cover as much as I can, and we'll just go from there. Okay. So yeah, like I said, the video, like, don't get me wrong, I understand that Jamaica is a progressive country. I understand it's a third world country. But just like any other country, there's some things they can work on. There's some things they could work on, like for sure. And of course, like I said, that's like any other country. So I'm just here to share my experience. So with that being said, let's jump right into it. Okay. Let me start by also saying that I'm sorry you guys for that little bit of noise. I got my kids, my 2-year-old. But anyway, so let me start by saying that what I noticed firstly is that Jamaica's rental market caters to the American dollar, which I think absolutely sucks because, like, what about the Jamaican people? Like, everybody who is renting their place, they want American dollar. American dollar. It's priced in American dollar, and they want to accept only American dollar. Which, again, what happened to, what I'm saying, the people? Like, come on, like, that's whack. It's mad whack. But yeah. So anyway, so I worked with a total of 5 realtors. Can y'all believe that? 5 realtors. Okay, so we're gonna go down the list. Well, not the names. I'm not gonna name any names in here. But so the first realtor I worked with was a um a beginner. Like, she was new. She was new to the real estate game. You can kind of tell that she was new to it as well. And so the property that I was initially going to get, which I absolutely loved, it was gorgeous and everything, right? Great area. But the property I was going to get, the listing agent for that property was, I don't want to say difficult, but slightly difficult, okay? Um, and he actually tried to bully my agent into passing me over to him as a um, client. And I thought that was really wrong. I thought that was horrible. But, So anyway, so I went and I looked at the place. I liked the place, but there were some things that were going on with the place. And um, the agent didn't want to let up. So I took my money back, my deposit back, and the place is still on the market now to this day. And here's the thing that I noticed. So instead of the listing agent, like, working with me, maybe seeing if the owner will accept a lower offer, which that wasn't even the case that I was trying to do, but because of the issues that I was having, it would have been rented and we could have worked it out. But I noticed that a lot of agents in Jamaica are not even willing to put in a lower offer to the owner. So the owner may be willing to accept a lower offer, but the agent themselves, they're so greedy because they're working off a commission. So if you, let's say the place is 1650 and you offer 1500, some agents will like, no, we're not going to go in that low because they won't accept. And maybe the owner won't, but a lot of times I find it's because the agent doesn't want to lose out on that $150. Like, come on, swag. So, but that place is still on the market to this day, as it should be, because there was also a lot of things, a great looking place, but there was a lot of things going on. Like the it was a shared property, number one. And like, so there was like the main house, and then it was split down the middle, which they neglected to tell you in the listing. And so your gas is on the other property. So if the other person isn't home, you can't, like, it's just mad crap. So I was like, nah, I'm cool off of that. Right. So, but yeah, so that agent literally tried to bully that my agent at the time, and I felt bad for her because she was a sweet girl, but she was super new. Which brings me to my next point. So there's two type of realtors in Jamaica that I learned. So one being like your regular everyday realtor, if you will, and the other being a what they would call elite realtor, right? And the elites, they basically work with more higher end properties, and I wouldn't even really say higher end, like I guess some higher end clients, not even the properties, because anything that was like 13 and up, I noticed that was probably listed with um, a elite realtor, right? And so the difference that I noticed was in the paperwork. So when I was dealing with the regular realtors, you know, it's kind of like you just show them this, that, and the third. And there's I think it's 3 documents you have to fill out, no matter what. An offer letter, offer to rent, and some other things, right? And they'll send those to you. But as far as like your income, proof of income, it was more strenuous with the elite realtors. And so okay, so what I noticed is I had to also, and I would recommend that if you're going to do a um, do a rental property through the elite realtor, have your ducks, your goose, your geese, everything in a row, lines up. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Like the noise, right? So, okay, you want to make sure you have your ducks, goose, geese, dogs, chickens, everything lined up in a row when you're dealing with them, because they are particular. So I myself got an accountant because I am self-employed. And if you are self-employed, I recommend you have an accountant so that you can have them just really format all your stuff. Because if you're going to use your bank statements for proof of income like I do, um, then you want to make sure it is itemized properly, because in America, if you use your bank statements for proof of income for anything, they use a system which is debt to income ratio, which is basically where they look at the outgoing monies and the incoming monies. And if you have more debt that you're paying out than money coming in, then you obviously can't afford whatever it is you're trying to get. But in Jamaica, they like I don't like they're picky. They're picky. Just make sure that your accountant can itemize everything for you and make it just look more neat and professional. Which brings me to my next point. Um, I do not understand why Jamaica is so like rigid and one way when it comes on to thinking about income. I noticed that unless you hold a certain position in society, such as doctor, lawyer, those higher end politician type of jobs, then they kind of look at you like, you can't afford this, or like they look at you some type of way, straight up. And I'm just like, that's not good, because there's a lot of entrepreneurs out here doing mad things and really getting to the bag. So, you know what I'm saying? I guess these things are gonna come with time, but let's get it. Come on, don't look down on us, because we out here getting the money. We getting to the bag. You know what I'm saying? Um, Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, so they definitely look down on you. And I've heard other people say that. So, let me see. I'm looking at my notes, guys. Um, mhm. Uh, so okay. then so you also have the realtors in Jamaica. I don't understand. I don't know if being a realtor is just something to say for some of these people. Like, I am a realtor. It's just a title to have and to give yourself a name, or what? Because you'll reach out to realtors. Well, I have reached out to realtors, and I tell them my criteria. I tell them my price range and all my information, and they will say, okay, well, send me a message on WhatsApp, provide your email address and the information we talked about, your criteria, blah 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 blah, and then I will email you with a list of available properties. And I'm like, all right. And so days will go by and nothing, crickets. And I'm like, okay, hi, excuse me, hello, did you forget about me? You have to really chase them down, run them down. And I'm just like, that ain't cool. That's not cool. Like, why do you? And I get some of them may really genuinely just be busy to where they don't have time. I don't know, but why tell me you do and you don't? I don't know. Let me know in the comments below. If you guys have experienced anything like that, or what that could be about. Maybe like I can't say it was a fluke because I myself have reached out to multiple ones, and my fiance, like, it was just crazy. So yeah, be mindful of realtors who just have the title but they don't do the job. Okay. Then I also have dealt with realtors who are not really interested in putting you into a property, but they're more interested in just chatting you up, chatting with you on the phone every minute and trying to, like, I don't even know, just like wanting to sit on the phone all day and all night. Like, I literally had a realtor who would call me in the middle of the night, and I'm like, is this about a place? Like, what is this about? Like, that's mad unprofessional. So, and again, I know there's some good realtors in Jamaica. I happen to have one now, and she's bomb. I love her. She's great, and I'm gonna stick beside her. That's right. That's my realtor, and I'm gonna stick beside her. If y'all know where that came from, then yes. But if not, stay on the internet. So, okay, let's see what else. Yeah, they're not professional. You gotta chase them down. I don't like that. Um, let's see. Oh, how can I forget about this one? Okay. So the next thing here, and this really happened to me again. I'm sorry, my braces. Jesus Christ. Um. So if you find a property that you like, and your agent is not the listing agent, be mindful, you might lose that property. So I came across a property that I absolutely loved. It was gorgeous. The price was right. It just was everything. And my agent and I were the first one to see it. And of course, I'm looking at properties from the States. So either my agent or my fiance or my friend or somebody will go to the property, view the property, and do a very thorough video for me, and also have me on FaceTime. But anyway, so I was the first person to view this particular property, and the listing agent, said that we needed to move fast because he was still showing it. Okay, no problem. So I loved it, and I put an offer in. The agent came back and said the owner accepted the offer. I was like, okay. I was in there. I would listen. Leave the door open, Bruno Mars, because I was in there. At least I thought, right? So the owner said they accept my offer with the exception of, um, wanting me to, they counter my offer. And I said, okay, I'll accept that. So my agent responded back and said, yes, I will accept that offer, but I wanted my agent to go and do a thorough video because she did video call. But I just wanted a thorough video, especially with me being in the States. Like, I just, whatever. So the agent was like, okay, yeah, you can come see the place again, but remember, I am still showing the place. Okay, but the owner said they accepted my offer and I was okay with their counter offer. So I don't know. So the next day, my agent went to go see the place, and so the listing agent was like, "Oh well, there's several other offers on the table now, so I'll let you know in like 2 days what's going on." So my agent was like, "Okay, like your profile looks really good. Like I have a good feeling about it. Don't worry." Days go by, and this agent is still stringing my agent along, like, "Oh, nothing yet, blah 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 blah." So I had a friend call the listing agent as to inquire about the property as a new person. And he's like, "Oh, the property is gone. It's gone." But yeah, he's telling my agent it's still up in the air. What happened was he did not want to split the commission with my agent. So that's my next point. When you have a property you like and your agent isn't the listing agent, be prepared that you might lose it because they don't want to split the commission with your agent. Like that's how they fight for the little money in Jamaica. I don't understand it, but I mean, I get it, like money, you know what I'm saying? But come on, let's have an abundant mindset, people. I know it's easier said than done, but come on, it's not gonna be the last time you get a rental property. Come on, like that was whack. But guess what? I already know that something better is out there. So again, to my other point, I don't have a place yet. Can you believe that? I do not have a place yet. So, but there's some things popping up, and I now have a really good agent that I'm working with, and I'm gonna stick beside her, as I said. Yeah, and yeah, I think it'll work out. Not even think. I know it's gonna work out, but y'all pray for your girl because it's been a struggle dealing with these different agents. I'm just like, listen, I'm trying to think, is there any other things that I can say to you guys? Just be prepared. If you have not dealt with, this is more for people who are wanting to come to Jamaica from some other place who have never rented in Jamaica. I'm sure people who live in Jamaica can probably attest to some difficulties, maybe. I don't know. Like I said, leave it in the comments below your personal experiences. Is it just me? Like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. So, yeah, like, I don't know. Let me think. What else? Oh, also make sure when you're dealing with an elite um, agent, and like Caldwell Banking, or not banking, what they called? Real estate, and Keller Williams, like those are like more of the elite as well. Make sure you have some savings. Make sure you can provide proof that you have savings because they also want to see that. Very, very picky, very particular. And I'm not even saying for like any places that are like 4,000 US or anything. Like anything as low as 1,300, 1,500. Like make sure. I'm telling you, because y'all gonna be in for it, and it's crazy. I even had an agent tell me that they wanted to see my investments. Like what? My investments? Like I'm telling you, I got really frustrated through this whole process, and I'm still going through it. But like I said, at least now I have a good team to really, get things done. But yeah, that's wild crazy to me. Absolutely crazy. That you have to go through so much. And I get to also, maybe it's because there's a lot of like scamming going on nowadays, or I don't know. I don't know. I'm really confused, people. So if you know more than me, please share with me because it's a frustrating process. And then, of course, you run into places that are overpriced and they're not worth it. The place that I went to and needed some pretty significant things done. And instead of them taking the time to do those things, they wanted to argue with me and still wanted to collect the monies. and that can't work for me because it just can't work. Um, let's see. Yeah, so just I don't know, just be prepared. Just a little quick update as well too. So again, I don't have my place, so I was scheduled. Me and the kids were scheduled to leave on the 20th of this month, which will be August. But unfortunately, um, due to some other issues, not even issues, some stuff that I had to just make sure I took care of, um, I pushed it back to the 17th um, of next month. So we'll leave next month, and it gives me more time to get things going. And I'm going to be sending a container down with some furniture and just some things. I'm gonna put the barrels in there, blah 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 blah. And yeah, so I'm excited to just keep going because I'm keeping it positive. Honestly, you know, um, this is all an experience, and I'm happy that I'm able to share it with you guys. And if anything, please make sure that you reach out to me. Again, you can hit me up on Instagram. I'm always available on there because I love my Instagram. Or leave it in the comments below, and I will definitely respond if you just want to know. Um, have any questions, personal questions for me about like um, how I'm dealing with it or whatever. I mean, clearly, like I said, I'm dealing with it pretty well, but I don't know. I think that's it. Yeah, guys. So that's it. So again, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Do all these things. And also do not forget to click the link in the description and go check out Nola and the Magic Turtle. Support the team. Okay. That can be on Amazon and also Barnes and Noble. And something also exciting coming up. We have another book coming out that we're working on right now. And so yeah, stay tuned for that. And yeah, so that's it, everybody. I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. And yeah, until next time, y'all. Peace.